Welcome to Pet Allies Adoption Minute, sponsored by Shiloh TV. I'm Jill Tinkel, and I have a very special co-host today. You know, RJ, we usually have Odie, my office dog here, as the spokes dog for Pet Allies. But he took off today. He said he had some projects to work on, some kind of Twitter, Facebook thing.
He texted me about that this morning.
He's working on something. I can't imagine he gave up his spot, you know, his time in the spotlight, which he usually adores, as you guys know. But he said, no, have my friend Bryce in the shelter fill in for me today. So Bryce came, and Bryce is like an understudy because he is a puppy.
That's true.
And he is a very, very, very good puppy. Bryce would like me to point out that he is black and white.
Yes.
He would like
and he
everybody to
has
know
white
that.
on his chin too.
And a tiny white spot right here.
Yeah.
And he is adoptable as well as this gorgeous little face. Tell us about Shiloh.
So Shiloh's about 3.5 months old. She came in as a stray, if I'm remembering correctly. Very sweet dog, very well behaved. Goes and spends a lot of time with Christy from the shelter at her house. So I'm really surprised we still have her too, because she's a really nice puppy as well.
I can't
but
figure it out.
we did have 25 puppies at one time.
That's true.
And we're whittling our way down. I think we're down to about 14 now. So
but that
much
means
better.
that we've saved the best till last.
Right.
And now, part of the best thing is, I know, we're a little dull here. Part of the best thing is, guys, that means these have been socialized. They are at homes. They're learning to be potty trained. They're playing with other dogs, with kids, being around other adults, you know, seeing the UPS man arrive, you know, stuff going on. And so sometimes having that dog that's been in the foster home for a while is a huge advantage when you go to adopt. And so when you go to see these guys and you're unsure, then offer to take them off on a sleepover.
Right.
So have that weekend sleepover, you know, the kids are out of school, see how everybody gets along, and you can absolutely do that without any commitment. And that's the best thing about adopting a Pet Allies is the try before you buy. Because we want it to work out for you. This isn't about just unloading cats and dogs on people.
Absolutely
This
not.
is about finding that best match for you.
Yeah.
And if something doesn't work out even down the road, we want to see that animal back at Pet Allies.
You're absolutely able to bring the pet back at any time.
And that's just a great way to do business.
But if you have a family member or something that is a good home for the pet, we'll help with that too. We'll help you register the microchip, change everything over. So we're not going to come run out and take the dog away from you if you decide to find it a new home. We'll work with you.
Exactly.
So, no fear.
Bryce
no fear adoption.
And that's perfect. Bryce was just tapping me, and he says, don't forget to talk about feral cats. I don't know what he's talking about. Apparently you guys talked about this before Bryce got here.
Yes, we had, this time last year, we had over 110 animals at the shelter because we had so many cats come in.
110?
Yes.
With a capacity of?
40.
40. Work that math.
So we were really stressed. This year we've got like 71 right now, which is still way more than we want to have. But we have been very aggressive about trying to help people with stray cats out in their neighborhood. And we need volunteers to help us trap those cats that are running in the neighborhood so that we can get them spayed and neutered and find the kittens' homes, prevent the kittens. We caught the one cat you maybe saw on Facebook, Daisy, who had famous. 48 kittens over the last 4 years.
She got around.
Yes, 48 kittens at the shelter. So we are going after those cats. So we really need help from people who go out and trap a cat.
Okay, so help means that you come to the shelter.
You get a trap, you go out to the home, help the person learn how to use a trap, maybe pick up the cat and take it to the clinic or the shelter once it's in the trap, and possibly take the cat back from the trap back to where its home is, if it's going to go back to its home.
Yes, and so it will have been spayed or neutered, and it will also have its ear tipped, which means they cut off the tip of the ear. So if you have feral cats around your home, look at their ears, because if you can see it's been tipped, it's not necessarily from a cat fight. It could mean that cat has already been spayed or neutered.
Right.
So there's no cost for doing this, right?
No.
They're going to bring in those feral cats and help us take care of the population. And we need your help. So especially any summer visitors that are a little bored right now, and it's not time to move back to your other second home, because we consider this to be your first home, right?
Yes.
Your first home is with us. Come in and help. Did we cover everything like you wanted us to, Loki? You seem to have a lot to say.
Shiloh.
Sorry,
Loki's coming next. So Shiloh is unhappy to be here now.
She wants to
she
go
wants a
home.
where she can run around and play.
She wants to go home.
It's okay, or she wants Christy.
If these two are still around, we want you guys to mark down an important date. October 12th is clear the
Shelter
shelter day.
day.
And so if they are still at the shelter, which they're hoping no, then there will be specials going on all day. It'll be on television on the Hallmark Channel, and we definitely want to clear the shelter. That's what you wanted me to say, wasn't
Yes.
it? Shiloh says, thank you. That's what I wanted you to cover, just in case I'm still there, and get me out of this costume.
I'm hot.
RJ, we thank you so much for all that you guys do, and we thank you for joining us here today on Shiloh TV for Pet Allies Adoption Minute, and we sure hope to see you at the shelter.
The Pet Allies Animal Shelter is located at 1181 East Thornton in Shiloh Industrial Park. The shelter is open for adoption 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you would like more information about the shelter, its monthly events, or to schedule an adoption outside of regular hours, please visit www.PetAlliesAz.org or call the shelter at 928-537-8009.